Are we on? We are on. Jared Schwartz, how are you, brother?
I'm good, Ted. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you for coming. You enjoying the candy assortment we have here?
Very, if I knew my words, I would say
Jared walks in, no dinner, and now just having full candy alert here. You got some water, though, to suck it down, so all good.
Are you sponsored by Poland Spring, or can I have my own water?
Not sponsored by Poland Spring yet, but you can drink the unmarked water. So what's up, man? I'm loving the pink socks. Pink shirt, also kind of as well, matching.
All right, it's a little... No, this is cool. Thanks for having me. I was going to say, very host... What is it when you're a good host? What's the word for that? Just a good host?
I would think so.
Yeah, you're a good host. Thanks for having candy and... a drink for me.
And
I
water,
appreciate it.
Of course. You're coming from Staten Island?
Yeah, driving straight from work.
Okay, bro. So tell me about what it was like growing up on Staten Island. So we had Sebastian Canelli here. Actually, the last episode we had somebody on the couch. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Sebastian.
I do not know.
An improv legend at UCB. He came through and just gave us a bunch of stories from Staten Island and growing up there. Yeah, he was saying that, like, drugs are big in Staten Island. And we're not talking about, like, smoking weed and doing coke. We're talking about, like, shooting freaking heroin.
We have a documentary called Heroin Island on Viceland.
Oh, maybe I actually have seen some of it, but it's pretty intense. The
thing is, it's not even like... It's really just about how Jersey scum brings it into Staten Island.
Sure. Well, Staten Island basically is considered New Jersey, or should have been known as Jersey. Dude, I'm dying.
That's fucked up.
That's
fucked up.
Yeah,
I gotta stop, bro. It's so unprofessional.
Go ahead. Talk about Staten Island.
I love it. It's a very quaint town.
Uh-huh.
I live right by the mall. That's where I grew up. I grew up at the mall, the movies.
Okay.
It's I don't know anything else to compare it to.
Okay, so elementary school, middle school, and high school all in Staten Island.
Public New York school.
So when did you start seeing the serious drugs and you were like, all right, this could be an issue here? Because he was also talking about a lot of painkillers, like prescription drugs.
I had a friend OD at 14.
Wow.
And that's when I knew I was on the right path.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, I won't deal with... Like, he was hanging out with, like, 18-year-olds and, like, hanging out with kids who were drinking already. And I'm like, nah, I'm just going to chill with my boys and, like, drink Gatorade on the weekends and go to the movies and go to the mall. I started smoking at, like, 13. Yeah. Which I guess is pretty young.
Sure.
First drug, actually, 10 years ago, a few days ago, on the day, I did salvia for the first time with my brother.
Salvia. Wow. How old are you, by the way?
24.
Okay, so Jared Schwartz, by the way, host of, Mama's Boy Comedy Show. Is that the best thing you're known for? All over the place.
No, probably the best thing I'm known for is OnlyFans.
Are you the co-host there or the sidekick?
I'm the semi-permanent co-host.
Okay, so semi-permanent co-host Jared Schwartz here. Karen, I told you to come on the podcast. Karen just thought we were going to talk only about her OnlyFans.
Oh, she has so much more to her.
So, I know. That's what I was saying, too. She had a nice little tan, the last clip I saw that she posted.
She's crushing it. I like to think I'm known for Mama's Boy Comedy.
Yeah, bro. I mean, that's how I first knew about you. And also, man. And also, like, I know it was probably maybe like a year ago around this time. I think I probably first saw like one of your clips or something, and I saw you had long hair.
I did have long hair.
I used to have long hair down to my shoulder, too. I don't know, man. Let's talk about what happened to us. Because it just got so
It was
annoying.
the pandemic.
Yeah. And also, like, I get a haircut once a year now, to be pretty transparent.
Once a year?
I think
I just got the fresh cut for this podcast specifically.
Man. You look good.
Thank you.
Like the sideburns, too. You have the little curve before your ear.
I appreciate it. I'm looking at myself in the mirror right now. But then I got this fucking breakout on my lip, and it's just ruining the whole vibe.
We can't see it on camera. And the
good,
audio,
I'm blocking it.
It.
Well, they know now. I'm just getting all my insecurities out, so I don't got to be that insecure.
Absolutely,
when you speak about them.
Dude. That's a good way. Just get it out in the open. So tell me a little bit about Mama's Boy Comedy and just in general, you moving around the city, because I see you're doing shows a bunch.
Mama's Boy Comedy, you can find it at the Staten Comedy Club on Thursdays, every other Thursday, Rockwood Music Hall on every other Saturday, and we do a free weekly show for the people on Tuesdays at Joey Bat's Cafe on the Lower East Side. That is a great time. I've been doing the show now. I started a couple years ago, and it's just grown tremendously. We took obviously the hiatus with the pandemic, but then we came back stronger than ever, and I got a lot of friends working on it, and it's been a lot of fun. I've worked with over 300 comedians.
How do you have that number? How do you have that figure?
Because I've booked different comedians on every show.
Yeah.
And I've booked over 5 comedians on each show.
Nice.
And I've thrown over that amount of shows to get that number.
So just simple math. That's how you get there,
Yeah.
Ted Jones. Jesus. That's great, bro. But I think just in general, you being out there as much as you are, it's commendable. So good job.
Thank you.
know
I
what I'm
appreciate
saying?
it. I got to go look up what commendable means. No, I'm just joking. I know what it means.
And dude, so you're coming in from Staten Island every day? You're still living in Staten
Every
Island?
day, yeah, I'm still living in Staten Island. My boy actually just called me today. He's like, yo, we actually, could probably use you as a roommate. What are you thinking about? It's my boys from Staten Island who are like looking to move out and into the city. And I'm like, yeah, I'll get back to you.
Well, where are you guys looking, you think?
They're looking for like the East Village. They're looking for a third roommate because it's so much cheaper with a third roommate.
3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom type.
I would love to live with them, but it's not that I don't got the money. It's just I'd probably rather save right now. But it's we're playing it by ear right now. I'm definitely still living on Staten Island. I'm a substitute, so I don't have a permanent job yet. But once I get a permanent job, the goal is to look into transferring to a school. I work in schools, so look to transferring into a school out in the city.
Okay.
And then hopefully, that works out. And I would love to be closer to comedy. I need to be closer to comedy.
What grade are you teaching right now?
No, I'm a para-professional.
What's that?
I'm like a nanny for students.
Okay.
Or kids who have like special needs, learning disabilities,
nice, man.
allergies, stuff like
dude,
that.
So you're not just like a good guy on paper. You're a good guy in real life, too.
I appreciate it. Well,
I mean, actually, that would
tell
make
that
you
to
a
my
good guy
friends.
on paper, too. Like, you're a good guy on paper and in real life, too.
Thank you. I like to think I am.
Yeah.
But tell that to everyone in the comedy community.
All right, well, we will. Jared Schwartz is a
Thank you,
gentleman.
Ted Jones. I appreciate it.
Listening and watching on the podcast as you reach for the Sour Patch Kids.
Ted Jones, one of the best hosts on stage and podcast.
Let's go all around.
I
guys.
love the energy of the show. Thanks so much for
you
putting.
Know what?
Dude, you throw great shows.
Dude, Jared actually came by the Ted Jones comedy show we had about 2 weeks ago at Asylum NYC. He wasn't on the show, but came and was in the right place at the right time. And I will not stress to everybody listening and watching, 85 to 90% of your gosh darn professional life and life in general, social, whatever, is just showing up, man.
Showing up.
Would you agree?
I mean, that's the only reason why I am where I am.
Were you handing this to me to eat?
Because you said they're the only thing.
I know, but if you don't eat the whole thing, then maybe I'll get some. Yeah, dude, I mean, you're right. So showing up is a lot of it.
That's the only reason why I am where I am.
How do you mean by that?
I mean, I'm not that funny.
Okay. Well, I think you're funny. I think you're a funny guy.
Oh, I say I'm not that funny.
Okay.
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
I'm definitely working on it.
Sure.
But I have this thing where I just chill. I chill at places.
Okay.
And I chill at a lot of places. People, I'm sort of known. That's if Mama's Boy Comedy. I'm known for Mama's Boy Comedy. I'm known for OnlyFans, and then I'm known for chilling.
Okay. Good order.
Yeah. It's a pretty good order.
So how often are you guys putting out episodes of OnlyFans? Is that once a week?
Every Friday.
Okay.
Every Friday.
And you guys record at Karen's house?
Yep. Karen's very nice apartment.
Okay. One weird thing that I've noticed, I've seen, your guys' clips, whatever for OnlyFans.
Yeah.
You guys don't always sit on the same side of the couch, or do you now?
I think we always do.
Maybe was it as of like recently you started sitting on that same side of the couch? Do you know what I mean?
One time, no, it's funny you notice that. Like the first few episodes, we did always sit on the same side, and then Karen was like, "You didn't tell me last week. I didn't look good on that side. I have to switch sides."
Oh shit, that's what it's like.
Karen, Karen.
Sure. I mean, girls got to think about it too, man. I think about it because
Right.
I have this little scar, obviously, that you guys know about if you've seen one podcast episode or one vlog, that I have this jaw surgery scar on the left side.
Oh,
but I also just kind of hang it over here.
Was it weird when people ask about that?
Yeah, it's annoying. People, not a lot of people ask about it. I think people more so like kind of leave it be and like let it alone.
Yeah,
because
they're like, oh, he's probably gotten asked about it a whole bunch.
Yeah, or people ask me about it and then think it's some like gnarly badass story.
It's not.
But, yeah, I got freaking cut.
Do you have a fake story?
That's my fake story.
Oh, there you go.
Somebody put a knife to my neck. Yeah, sure. I was in the East Village and somebody put a knife to my neck.
I had a fake story when I went to Mardi Gras a few years back, which actually changed my life. It's fun. It's funny. When I went to Mardi Gras, I had cracked my tooth the night before I left.
Which tooth, by the way?
Well, one of the front. No, it's all good now.
Yeah, I couldn't tell.
Well, this is 3 years ago.
Okay.
But I'm not a fan of. I'm not a fan of my teeth. I'm not a fan of my teeth. I'm not a fan. But I cracked my tooth the night before on biting an apple.
Oh, fuck. We have a lot of apples here. I don't want
I'm
to
alright. I'm alright.
Okay, you're good.
But I had told everyone there because I had just had a hockey game like the night before. So anyone who asked, I was like, yeah, I had a hockey game.
Oh, so they thought you like threw down the gloves, started fighting.
They don't know. It's not like I wasn't lying to them, but they're like, "Oh, what happened?" I was like, "I had a hockey game."
So you just said like a
I just didn't finish. Yeah,
right.
I was like, I just didn't get to finish the story of when after the hockey game, I ate an apple.
Okay.
But yeah, and I hooked up with like 25 girls that weekend.
So that's why that changed your life, you mean?
Well, no, the Adderall changed my life.
Okay.
I discovered Adderall for the first time over there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So can we talk? Let's get a little bit deeper into this Mardi Gras story. Hooked up with 25 girls and
over 25. That's the guesstimate.
In one weekend.
One night I hooked up with 7. When I say hooked up, I mean I mean make out.
No, I figured that.
Okay, thank you. And then a second puss that I was supposed to get that I didn't get had me very upset because the Adderall had just kicked in for the first time, and she had promised me she was gonna hang out with me, and boy, did I send too much blue.
Okay. A lot. Yeah. That happens a lot on Adderall, too. You just send a ton of blue, and then eventually it might turn into green if you just send too many. Dude, the thing is also about Adderall, like you just start texting all your friends or anyone you've ever met before.
Mad ideas.
Yeah.
I'm fucking killing it. But
go ahead.
The Adderall fucking, I hooked up with like 30 girls. What happened was it was Birthright. Have you gone on Birthright?
Yes, bro.
Birthright is what changed my life.
Birthright. I cried 11 times at least on Birthright. And
once a day?
11? Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to say. So like my boy that I went with cried and like, I mean, at all the funeral places, the Holocaust Museum, Bedouin tents. I got a BJ
what age did you go
in the
at?
Bedouin tent.
At what age did you go? You got a BJ
in the Bedouin tents
with everyone sleeping around you?
Yes.
Damn, you're a legend,
like,
bro.
One of the cooler things I ever did.
With soldier?
Girl.
Soldier?
No, not
all right, I don't really count them.
So Birthright, for you guys don't know, Jewish kids, basically 18 to 22. How
old were you?
Like 22.
Well, you could be 18
now they have a higher age group.
Yeah.
So anyway, when I was 22 years old, went to Israel. It's like an all expenses paid trip, and like there are like 3 billionaires who donate like $100 million a year to make this trip possible for however many thousands of people who have just like the slightest amount of Jewish in them. They go to Israel, all expenses for free, and 10 days, super fun time. But
it's an experience, dude.
Yeah. So tell me about your experience, because I had an amazing time.
I was like low-key a legend on the trip.
Yeah.
I got nicknamed Staten.
Let's go. Cool. That's a cool nickname.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. And I just made what happened was I had kids who went to school in New Orleans, Tulane University.
Yes.
They went there, and those kids were on my trip, and I became good friends with them. And I still talk to them till this day. And I went and visited them at Mardi Gras.
Okay.
And when I went and visited them at Mardi Gras, I was nicknamed Staten out there too.
Nice.
Crushed it over there. Felt really funny. Felt like really personable, and just killed it. Yeah. Hooked up with too many girls, more than I should have.
Yeah.
And then I took the Adderall, and the Adderall just helped me think so clear.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, all right, I think I want to go and do comedy.
So did you take Adderall? I mean, I assume you went to college if you have this,
I did, but I never took Adderall before that.
Okay. Where'd you go to college?
The College of Staten Island.
Okay. So you spend your entire life in Staten Island.
Yeah.
But you love Staten Island.
I love Staten Island.
That's great,
That's why I don't really talk shit about it.
How do you get around, to other boroughs? I mean, are you just taking the car all the time?
All the time.
Okay.
I mean, before the pandemic, I sort of was like doing trains and shit like that. Like I would drive to the ferry and then take the ferry in.
So you'd park. There's a.
I used to park by the ferry. I would find free parking. No, I would find free parking on the street and then walk to the ferry. It was like a 10-minute walk.
All right.
So like, dude, that was a trip. I would have to leave 2 hours in advance to get wherever I was going. 2 hours in advance to hit a 3 o'clock open mic. I would have to leave at 1 o'clock.
Okay.
Catch a 1:40 boat, 1:30 boat. Get over there at 2. Get to the city at 2:30. Get to wherever I'm at 2:45.
Yeah.
And hopefully sign up early.
So, how is your day-to-day traveling any different from that before?
Well, now I take a car every day. It changed my career. It just propelled my career and just, in other words, drove it forward.
Okay.
Much quicker.
Right.
And I'm very blessed to have my parents help me out a lot.
Very nice, man. So I've actually potentially seen you've done Mama's Boy Comedy maybe at your house before.
I have done that.
That's
Thank
great,
you so much
dude. What's that like?
That was.
Are you impressed by my knowledge here?
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Okay,
It's making me feel good. I needed this.
All right, good.
Because
well, you're here, dude. Keep chowing down, bro.
It's actually Mama's Boy Comedy presents Jared and Friends.
Okay.
So a couple years ago, I built a deck underneath my parents' deck, and I built it with my friend Pat. And then we had a show called the Jared and Friends, and that was going to be an annual thing. But then the pandemic hit, we didn't do it, so we brought it back this year. We like catered for it. We had a bunch of friends. We bought booze to sell.
Let's go.
And then we took an L on it, but it's all good. Everybody, you know what it was? Everybody was down at the shore, but I was grateful for the people that did show up. I had friends, family show up. I think we're going to do one in September again.
Nice, bro.
And it was super fun.
Okay.
Super fun. My parents loved it. They had their friends come out.
That's great.
And, dude, it's just like, it's so comfortable. You know,
Sure.
The first time I did it, I hosted it, and I was like a year into comedy. Not even a year into comedy. This time I was, over 3 years in. I just felt so comfortable, and just like all my friends were there. I didn't care to like roast them if I wanted to roast them.
Right.
And it was a ball. Everyone enjoyed themselves, and I'm looking forward to the next Jared and Friends.
Seemed like just a normal kid from Staten Island who's pursuing comedy, but just tell us something that we don't know about you, Jared. Put you so on the spot there, bro.
Yeah.
What are you watching these days? Any sports, man, or what? We'll get into it.
I'm a big sports fan, but I haven't been watching sports at all because I'm just so caught up in comedy. I've been doing too much comedy as of late.
How do you mean?
Not too much comedy. I just been like, I don't feel like I've been living as of late like I should be. You know what I mean? Like,
deep.
I don't know. I'm going to my first rave this weekend. I'm very excited for that.
Where's that?
Rave or a concert.
Yeah.
I'm going to Brooklyn Mirage.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm excited to do some.
Who's performing there?
DJ Snake.
To do some what?
Drugs.
I'm excited to do some drugs. Oh, I saw DJ Snake is actually at
Marquee.
Okay, so is that this Saturday?
That's Friday. He's there Thursday, and then Friday he's at
he's doing
Brooklyn
a
Mirage.
little mini
tour. Little bouncing around New York.
All right, man.
I've been to Marquee before.
Yes.
It's pretty dope.
Huge rager. Yeah. I was actually talking
My boy was DJing there.
to these guys over here. Who's your boy?
DJ Zach Martino.
So I was talking to these guys watching and listening over here about how I didn't even really know how Marquee was going to make like a full-blown comeback, but it's going to be more difficult when we're going to need to see proof of vaccination in terms of people getting into the club and stuff. Like, are you going to have to carry around your little card?
I mean, they have them on the phones. They have them on the phone.
Right.
I was going to a show.
I don't even have mine on my phone yet, but go ahead.
I was going to a show with Karen, and I was only half vax, and I wanted to go hang out. She had it on her phone, and I was like, oh, screenshot to that. Send it to me. And I just literally, I was like, oh, I can easily. It was so easily matchable.
It didn't say her name on it, though?
No, it did.
Okay.
It was so easily, like, editable. I edited it on Instagram.
Wow.
And just easily put my name, and then I showed it to the lady, and she was like, all right, cool.
So apparently...
these kids are dumb.
Yeah,
you know
so
what
apparently if you have one shot, you're good. Like, you can get into... you can get into, like, anywhere with just one shot.
Oh, that's what they're saying? Like,
yeah. Which is good.
Honestly, bro, I have not watched the news.
So I get those little push notifications from like CNN.
I don't even got those.
They're good. You should get them.
I'm too much. It's funny how much
I'm talk about it on your podcast.
It's funny. No, that's not even. We're not. No, we won't bring. No, we won't bring up subject. We talk about nothing. I love it. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know what I have interesting about me. That's what I'm finding out.
That was deep, man. Following your passion, man. You find out a ton of freaking things about each other.
I really like the only things that people act like, what do you talk about on stage? I'm like, I talk about being
24
being
in the
me,
comedy scene.
Being like a Jewish. I have like a couple Jewish jokes.
Sure.
I talk about work. I just talk about like what I'm doing, and I guess that's the most interesting thing about me is what I do for work and how I do comedy.
What's the perfect length for a comedy show, man? A lot of debate over this. A lot of freaking debate over this, man.
It depends. If there's room for me on it,
sure.
it should be a little bit longer. You know what I mean?
15.
I love 8 to 10 minute sets, hour 20 show.
Okay, I'd agree with the hour. I'd like the hour 10 to an hour 20.
That's about it.
Yeah. Anything longer than an hour and a half, you're killing those people.
Yeah, I've been there.
People are dying. I mean, the good thing about like the stand, you know, when you're there, people are eating dinner, people have drinks, so then maybe their patience is extended another 10 or 15 minutes. But like when you have those 7 o'clock shows, like we have this show on Monday. By the way, this comes out on Thursday, so we have this
drops
show
tonight?
on
Tomorrow night?
Next week. Excuse me. So everybody listening is a little bit confused by Jared's comments here, but we just had the Ted Jones Comedy Show on August 9th, which was
fucking
today's
sick.
Thursday,
You should have been there.
Yeah, freaking 3 or 4 days ago. 7 p.m. But like that showtime, people will order, you know, their food, start eating, and then have a couple drinks, and then they're ready to get out on like a Monday night or something like that. You know, that's why I think like when you do a show at the stand and there's food involved, potentially it could be different. Or like a Monday night, weekend night, I think you got to kind of feel out how much time people are trying to spend at a comedy show. You know what I'm saying?
It depends. It also depends on the talent.
Okay.
Because you go to like a show like Frantic at the stand, that show goes all night. That show goes from actually it was pretty short this week.
Is that the free show that they have? At the stand?
It's a free show. It's like it's a run-on show, but just it has the talent on it is incredible. Yeah. Every night, so people just stay and like. I mean, dude, how could you leave if you got people like fucking Karen Feehan, Aaron Berg, and then, you know, Big J dropping in, Josh Johnson dropping in. You know, it's just crazy pack. Jared Schwartz dropping in. Like,
yeah, let's go. Fucking Mama's boy, bro. Yeah, no, I hear you. It's definitely about the talent, but I think in general, when people go to a comedy show, they have this kind of envision of their head. They're going to get 2 drinks, chill for about an hour, hour 10, hour 15, hour 20 if you're at Jared Schwartz's show.
Right.
And kind of get out there and move about their night. But I mean, we've yet to find.
Depends if you start on time, too.
Right, that's also true. We've yet to have a show, Ted Jones Comedy Show, that we've started right on the dot. I hope all of you listening still get there right on the dot.
You gotta hate those
chances are
people.
you miss me at the top of the show. But
have you ever had those friends who show up?
10 minutes.
You have those friends show up like, dude, did I miss you? Like when they show up like 3 comics, I'm like, I'm hosting the show.
Right. Or if people ask like, oh, is it going to start on time? And you just always have to say yes, like even if it won't. Like, yes, it's going to start on time, dude.
Why are those the people that always
convention?
I don't want to talk about comedy shows.
What do you want to talk about, bro?
It's too much.
Bring it here, man.
Too much work, bro. It's been a lot of work. Like I don't want to be known as a producer. Sure. You know, I think I'm known as a comic. You know, you should check out my cartoon. I think that's the most interesting thing about me.
Yeah, let's talk about that because I saw that today. I just like that.
You just like the latest cartoon? Almost Hit. That was a fucking new banger that we just put out that I wrote with my boy Space Skits, Cliff Benfield. He got some big news dropping. I'm gonna be a part of it. So he says.
Okay.
No, I'm going to be a part of it. I'm very excited for that.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about that.
He's got some big news dropping. It's like, you know, it's like almost like not a dream come true, but it's also, you know, pretty, what's like when something comes to reality, you're like, it's pretty surreal.
Fruition. Dreams come to fruition is a good one.
Dreams come to but it's pretty surreal. It's pretty surreal that like I grew up watching these things and here I am now making these things and going to be a part of these things.
So explain it a little bit to everybody watching and listening what you're kind of referring to, these skits.
These cartoons that we make, they're just pretty outworldly. Everyone comments on them like, hey, are these Rick and Morty? Are these on Adult Swim? These should be, you know, like a TV show. And like, it's cool to get paid in these, in these compliments, but you know, I'm not really making any money off of them yet. But it's, you know, at the moment, you know, compliments is currency, and I'm taking as many as I can get.
Totally, bro. Compliments are W's for sure. So, what is the future for these sketches and comedy? And by the way, if you guys haven't seen this, check out Jared Schwartz's Instagram handle. I'll put that right here. What?
The Kid Jared.
The Kid Jared. Is that just the Kid Jared?
The Kid Jared.
With Jared.
Yep.
That's a good little handle. I'm
Thank
surprised
you. I appreciate
got that one. Or actually, maybe not. That's a pretty unique name.
Is it?
The Kid Jared. Maybe other people wouldn't have that name. So
I wonder if people have tried to get it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm curious.
Maybe you would have.
They should send you a notification if people try taking your Instagram.
I agree, because then you know the value of your handle. But I mean, you probably would never sell your handle. I mean, unless
I would. Well, I mean, that's the tough part, bro. I got to become a man at some point, right?
Right.
I'm not going to become the man.
Speaking of becoming a man, do you have your bar mitzvah in Staten Island?
Of course.
Nice.
I did have it in Staten Island. Yeah, we're not that rich to have it elsewhere. We're not that.
You couldn't leave the island.
No, we couldn't. We had it at a great spot. My custodian was our DJ. My custodian from my elementary school was our DJ.
Nice. So
my mom really cut a deal. He wore a couple.
Nice, man.
No, it was great though. We had it at the Grand Plaza. It was a fucking banger. I had like a 50-person dais.
Okay.
I was pretty popular back in the day. Now I'm not that popular. I'm doing all right. It's funny, like, comedy is such like a popularity game. It's gross. But it's
How
also...
do you mean? Explain.
It's like high school, dude. Well, that's anything in life, right?
Sure.
Work culture, fucking comedy culture. Just like, that's what, like, when I was in high school, I didn't thrive in the classes, but I thrived in the social life.
Yeah.
I thought I was pretty sociable and
also in Birthright
friendly.
too, and when you went
Right.
to freaking
You know what I mean?
Mardi
Like,
Gras.
those are the places I thrive, and it's all about hanging out.
Yeah.
And I love to fucking chill, dude.
Yeah. Who's trying to chill, right?
Y'all trying to chill? We're chilling, Ted. We're chilling right now. Thank you. That's why I came through, because I was trying to chill.
This is a great time. Thank you so much for coming through.
No, of course.
So, Jared, we've talked about a few things today, comedy related, Staten Island, growing up related. What do you want to know about me, man? You seem to know a lot about yourself, but you want to know anything about me, bro?
Yeah, you told me we discussed sports.
Yes, we discussed sports briefly. I was on the tennis team at University of Connecticut for 2.5 years.
Is that UConn or
That's
no?
UConn.
Wow.
Yes, UConn.
What happened?
2.5 years in, I got caught smoking weed in my dorm room.
Oh my gosh.
And then they started drug testing me like once every 3 months sporadically and without me knowing. So after my sophomore year, when I got back junior year, like 3 weeks in, I hadn't gotten tested, and I was like, they're not going to test me.
Oh,
again,
no.
Really. They tested me, I failed, and then they wanted me to come back for a third drug test a few weeks
They still wanted you on the
later.
team, though?
And then I just ended up not showing up. Yeah, they wanted me on the team. I mean, it's exactly the same thing. It's like a social, social environment, especially since UConn at the time, we were probably like 50 to 60 in the country.
Oh, is that good or no?
In terms of like being in the NCAA. So we were okay. And the thing is with tennis, you don't make any money for the school. If anything, you lose money, like traveling to San Diego, bringing 12 kids, and then traveling back, whatever it is.
That's pretty cool, though.
We're not
You're a
making
D1
money
athlete.
for the team. Yeah, I mean, I was at the time.
That's pretty dope, dude. I
So,
feel like a D1 athlete when I'm at work playing with the students.
Like when you're playing basketball.
Yeah. They're like, dude, you're so tall.
Yeah, dude, it was a beautiful thing playing tennis and playing other sports growing up. I felt like
What other
I
sports
was at
did you
an
play?
advantage socially. I won MVP in my Little League when I was 12 years old.
Wow.
Baseball.
Did you hit a home run in Little League?
Yeah, dude, I was smacking
Damn.
homers. Peter Stuyvesant Little League.
Where's that? Peter Stuyvesant?
Yeah, it was in Peter Stuyvesant over here.
I don't know where that's
in
at.
Cooper Village, like Peter
Uptown?
Cooper
I think my friend
Village,
might have played
Peter
there.
Stuyvesant. Yeah, like
I might have had a friend
23rd
play there.
Street, First
He's
Avenue.
younger, though.
You
How old are
probably
you,
did.
Ted?
I'm 29 and a half.
20.
Yeah, bro. Just had my half.
Too old to be using the hat.
Yeah.
Too old to be using the hat.
Just had my half birthday like 2 months ago. Yeah, man. But just growing up playing sports, I think I had an advantage socially because I had something to always talk about.
Mhm.
But I played a lot of freaking tennis when I was growing up.
A lot of tennis?
That's for sure, man.
You're an
Traveling
Upper West Side
everywhere.
kid?
No, I grew up on 18th Street and 2nd Avenue, and I went to
Oh.
school like down there.
It's pretty good area.
So spent the first 6 weeks of my life in New Jersey, and then my family moved to.
You were raised in
Manhattan.
New York.
Yeah.
Born in New Jersey, raised in New York.
Yeah, bro.
That's pretty cool. I played a lot of sports growing up. I wasn't that good at them, but I was very sociable.
Right.
I was very, outgoing. I remember I would play when I was in the outfield. I would just scream like, bring the cheese, pitcher, bring the cheese, and I'd be like, he'd pitch, and I'd go strike three, and be like, Jared, that's a ball. What are you talking about? I would just be like, I know, I'm just having fun with my boys.
Right, just messing around.
I was the
about
dugout
that.
guy. You know what I mean?
What was your favorite sport then, growing up?
Hockey.
Hockey.
Yeah, I was a
So you
hockey
like an
guy.
Islanders fan?
Nah, Rangers.
Rangers, of course.
Yeah,
Love the
was
Rangers.
hoping we could have saw a cup in 2015, but we didn't.
When's the last time you went to a Rangers game?
I actually went to a Rangers game. Did I go this year? Yeah, I think I went with my dad.
Was that at full capacity?
No, I did not go this year. I went to a Knicks game this year. That's why.
Okay.
That was not at full capacity.
Yeah, those seats for the those Knicks games.
I don't think I
thought were
went.
super expensive if they weren't like they had.
They were like a couple. They were like a couple hundred.
Yeah,
I
like
want
a
to
vaccinated section and unvaccinated section, right?
Did they have that?
I know what I'm
No.
asking,
This was early. You did need to have proof of vax or COVID test, and I had no idea that you needed that.
Oh wow.
And my dumbass was like, "What?" And I showed some like old thing that was like 2 weeks old, and I was like, "Yeah, here's this." They're like, "Okay, you're
So all
good."
So have you had 2 shots?
I was pissed
now?
though. Yeah, I'm 2 shots deep.
What'd you get?
Moderna.
Me too.
Moderna,
Yeah.
my guy.
Moderna boys.
And a lot of people didn't think it would happen because I'm from Staten Island, but
Right.
when you want to get some pussy, you're gonna get shot.
There was that. What was that? That pizza shop or pasta place that the guy
In
was
Staten
like,
Island?
Yeah.
I
What
don't
was
know.
it?
That's the thing,
You know what
bro.
I'm talking
Like I want to love Staten Island, but then they do shit like that, and I'm just like, come on, bro, dude. It's crazy. Like Manhattan is such a world away from. It's so close, but so different. You know what I mean?
How do you even get to Staten Island via train? You take the F train to
can't.
where?
You can't take a train.
So you take the F train to the bottom of Manhattan Island
To
and then
the
hop on
boat.
the ferry?
To the boat, yeah.
What is up with that? Like, why hasn't...
I mean, it's pretty far. It's a whole ocean away. I don't know. I don't know oceans. I don't know geography.
Well, you got a map. Ted Jones World up here.
Well, you can't really see
you
Staten. You can't zoom. You can't zoom in. You can't zoom in.
Zoom in. We can see Brazil pretty well, South Africa, Namibia, but no Staten Island.
You can see it. It's just not very. It's.
Yeah, but I'm interested though. Like, why is such the disconnect if Staten Island is the 5th borough?
It's the forgotten borough. I don't know, dude. Somebody was actually telling me, like, I was working with some guy. He was like he was shitting on Staten Island, even though he was born here, and he was like, Staten Island's like one of the only segregated places still. And I was like, I thought about it. I was like, that's pretty right.
Yeah,
he's
like
not
in terms
that
of
wrong
getting
about
there.
it.
What is the I feel like I've seen some comedy clubs over there, but not that.
Nah, not anymore. Not anymore.
Okay.
How long have you been doing comedy, Ted?
Like 3 years.
3 years?
In terms of just like I started doing Black Cat probably like 3.5 years ago.
Yeah.
You know that show with Danny Palmer?
Yeah, it's
so
a great
doing
show.
that, and then my podcast now for probably about actually almost 2 years. Within like
2 years?
within like the next month. This will be 2 years.
Oh shit!
And I started at like 3.5 weeks after I broke my jaw, after I had jaw surgery. So if you go back to like the
you're
first
on your Kanye West through the wire
yeah,
shit.
dude, I couldn't even move my face.
Just
And then-
talking?
Yeah, dude. And then we did started doing the vlog about 4 months ago. So doing the
How's that?
vlog podcast.
And you're
then
doing all the
comedy
editing,
shows.
bro? That's the thing. Like with
Yeah,
comedy,
man.
it's like I was talking about this on the podcast the other day with someone, and he was like, "We gotta be more than just the talent and comedian. You gotta be the editor, the videographer, the fucking
That's what we're
promoter,
doing.
the
Yes,
producer. It's a lot, bro. You gotta wear a lot of hats. But if
That's
you want to
true.
put the work in, the thing is, I'm like, I thought I just gotta show up.
Yeah.
But that's
well,
not.
you do. You show up and then you do the extra stuff on top of that. But showing up is the most important part.
It is, but if you show up empty-handed, you're really not gonna get many.
Ooh.
You're really not
I
gonna get
like
them.
that. Don't show. You can show up, but don't show up empty-handed. Be so good that they can't ignore you.
That's a good one too.
But man, at the same time, like anybody listening or watching right now, I have almost certainly hit you up before, unless I haven't met you, to come to a show. But that's kind of what you got to do, you know, when you're putting on these shows. Have a vlog, podcast. You just want everybody to kind of see your name. You know, I think that's one of the more important parts.
There's this cartoon that someone posted the other day, like one of those New Yorker cartoons, where this couple is staring at a image on like a billboard outside, and it's just like this dude like live stand up, and the guy's like, "Oh, I remember when he used to do a shameless amount of self promotion before he was famous." I'm like, yeah, that's what we're doing, and it's just like, that's the thing. It's like you can't have ego.
Insane that's what you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm working on breaking down my ego and entitlement, but it's tough when you're white, you know.
But I don't think you.
Please edit that out.
All right, I'll edit that out. I don't think you can actually really have a big ego in comedy and make it, right? You kind of have to be.
I thought you. I don't know.
selfless.
It's like it's
Maybe once you get to the top.
it's a double-sided coin sometimes.
Okay.
Because like I was just talking to somebody like, oh, quiet mouths don't get fed, right? But then also like you gotta have something to offer.
Sure, you got to have a good balance.
Well, yeah, it's like that's what I'm finding, bro. And I don't know. I just gotta drop my ego. That's what I gotta
What do
do.
you mean drop your ego, bro?
I don't know. I've had an
You don't
ego
have
the
an
last
ego?
couple of months.
You think?
Yeah, I did.
Like what?
I don't know.
I don't see it.
Everybody else does.
Really?
Yeah, I probably shouldn't be talking about it. Because now it's just like, but then again, that's what we said earlier. Like, you got to talk about the insecurities
Yeah, man.
to get them out of the way.
Let's keep picking them away. Your pink
I was
socks.
talking
no
about 'em.
insecurities there though. Those are cool Nike socks.
I
Those are
fucking-
like Nadal socks.
Supporting the boobs, bro.
Oh, literally. Oh, dude, I thought those were Nadal socks. How did you get breast cancer?
These are
Nike
old.
socks, dude. Do you see the breast cancer tennis balls too?
Dude, I was going to mention that.
So I played tennis with Hannah Berner with a can of those balls. And
Did you get them
we
because
had
she's a
We
girl?
had a great time. I got them because she's a girl. No, I
got- she
had
can only
two
play
of
with
them, and we didn't have any tennis balls, so I just had to grab a can. You know what I'm saying?
I love pink. Pink is
a great color.
real man.
Yeah, I love pink too.
I would always have pink hockey tape on my sticks.
Okay.
I just love supporting the boobies.
Where did you play hockey? They have that indoor rink in
We
Staten
had
Island?
Staten Island. It did. They actually took it over. It became a turf field. They do have an indoor ice hockey rink, obviously.
I went to one rink for a birthday party in Staten Island.
Which
it was
one?
like a roller rink.
Oh, you probably went to Roller Jam.
Yes.
And I hooked
exactly
up.
where I went.
Actually, that's where
funny you
I
said
hooked
that.
up with my first girl.
Let's go. I'm happy we talked about that. So describe the night. Get into it.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I don't know. We were just hanging out. It was like teen night or whatever.
Let's
Friday
go.
night.
Disco ball.
And
flaring up.
yeah, I was skating around. Just met some chicks. One girl was like, "You want to hook up with my friend?" I was like, "Sure, I'd like to."
Friend set that up?
She hooked us up. Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
go. How old are you?
12?
12?
12 or 11.
Full on makeout?
Full on makeout.
That's like sleepaway camp shit.
Yeah, we did it. It was so weird. I remember we were like, all right, meet on this couch. We were like sitting on the couch. We're like, all right, you two are going to hook up. I'm like, this girl's like coordinating it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, I need everyone to like turn
producing
around.
it.
Yeah,
Right,
she
right,
produced. This girl's come to my show. This girl came to my show too. Not the one I hooked up with, the other one.
Right, the producer.
The producer came to my show, and when I had mentioned it, it was so funny. And that's so funny. I produced my hookup. Yeah, she did. She did, bro. And like I made everyone turn around. I was like, I can't have anyone watching this.
Oh, this is first of all, you're probably number one in the grade to first do this. Like nobody in my
Probably,
grade was
I don't
hooking
know.
up at 11 or 12.
But then-
or everyone said that they hooked up with
Said.
everyone at like sleepaway camp.
Dude,
yeah, you weren't there.
I was
but go ahead.
crushing it in middle school
Yeah,
because
yeah.
that was back when cute was like hot.
Yeah, Q was in.
But when you're in high school, cute is not hot anymore.
Did you have braces back then too?
No, I never had braces.
Really? Okay.
No. But like cute isn't hot in high school. So I had a big dry spell in high school because I was still a little fucking kid. Everybody was like, "Oh, you're just Jared."
Okay.
But like in junior high, everyone was like, "Oh, Jared, you're so cute, Jared."
right.
I hooked up with like my whole friend group.
Let's go, dude. So
I had my
New Orleans
brother.
was huge and middle school was huge. What happened
Yeah,
with you, bro?
my brother had hooked me up with like one of the girls in my friend group, which was our brothers hooked us up. It was so funny.
How old's your brother?
4 years older than me, so 29 now.
Where's he? Is he he's the only brother or sister
I only
you
have one brother. Yeah, I only have one brother.
Where's he at?
He just finally moved out a few months back. It's been a few months now. That's who I'm going to the rave with on Friday. I'm very excited.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, he's fucking showing me the ropes, and he showed me the ropes of salvia, showed me the ropes of fucking
the
other
Brooklyn
drugs.
Mirage, too.
I'm excited, dude. I'm very excited for that. I need, there's a type of experience. Like, it sucks. It doesn't suck that I don't have comedy. Like, I'm still doing the podcast that day. I'm still actually got booked for a show that night. But like, I don't know, man. I feel like that's the whole thing. Why I feel like I gotta drop the ego. I feel like maybe that's why I'm not getting booked as much. I don't know, but I gotta
Well, bro, I don't think you have an ego, and you seem like a great guy. But since we were talking about dry spells briefly, I haven't gone on a date in 2021. If you'd be interested to know that, I've not gone on a single date.
I thought half that sentence was not going where I thought it was.
What do you think I was gonna say?
If you'd be
Something
interested,
I am gay. If you're interested, we can bang right now.
I mean, you probably locked the door, so. But no, I don't get down. I know the city is very open, but I don't get down like that.
Sure, bro.
I love pussy, bro.
Okay, right.
I've been getting,
so,
I've been getting
and then
some very
in
hot
terms
pussy.
of me also coming on here and letting you guys know I haven't been on a date. If you guys have listened to the past few podcasts or whatever, you probably know that it's been a long time since I've even been on a date. And some of it is.
Now, do you hang out with girls?
Yeah, I do hang out with girls like quite frequently.
Do you just not call them dates?
And you know what? Maybe no. Then I can't even say that I've hung out with girls in a situation that would have been considered a date. One, I find that I need to have a lot of interest in order to pursue something in terms of more than just one evening. So like, if I know that it might just be an evening thing, I'm probably not going to do it. And two, I don't really want to spend like $100 on an evening that I'm not super interested in. Now, I'm saying now maybe if I were to go on a date or whatever, we'd go Dutch maybe, we'd split the bill. But still, like I
respect
that.
that.
A hangout to me right now is not worth $50 on my end for someone that like I might not pursue anything with after this particular date, So
yeah, it's funny because 2021 is the year I finally started going on dates.
Okay,
so like after the pandemic is when
what
like
is that looking
or
like?
really started calling them dates.
Sure,
because I used like that's the thing. That's why I actually I used to do this thing where you ever heard of Ralph's Ices?
Yes,
Just regular ices.
The little. Oh, it's not the things that you scoop out and it makes a lot of noise.
It's just ices, but it's like water ice. But it's like a big place on Staten Island, Long Island. They have a place in the city now. Okay. You should check it out. Good plug. They should sponsor me. Ralph's Ices is where I would take every girl I would hang out with on Staten Island.
So it would just
I would just be like, let's go get some ices and then walk to the beach.
Brilliant.
And like that was just a hangout. Not $20,
$20,
like $7.
Okay.
Maybe some gas, but I'm not charging them for gas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you Venmo for gas after.
But the thing is, like, I would do that a bunch of times, and then, like, I wouldn't even make out with them. We would just talk, and I'd be like, I never, like, made moves. I would just be like, all right, cool. Like, there was one girl, I legitimately, like, she was just like, all right, I got to go home and pee. I'm like, all right, cool. And then, like, on the way out, she's like, all right, see you later. And then, like, gave me a kiss. I'm like, oh, we probably could have made out.
Yeah, right.
And, like, I would take these girls to there was a couple, like, I don't know. It's just, like, I never make moves. Even the girl I'm seeing right now, like, that here and there, like, she made moves on me. Like, the last girl I was went out on dates with, like, spent money on. I was like, hey, can we make out? And she was like, why are you asking that?
Are you only seeing girls, like, on Staten Island right now? Like,
no. The only girls I see are out here.
What do you mean? Like at shows and stuff? Like
Brooklyn
and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I deleted the apps. I'm off the apps now for
Me too,
9
bro. I mean,
months.
that's also why I haven't been on a date
think so?
since 2021. I mean, the only people that I'm meeting now are girls who are sliding the DMs, which are not that many, and also people who I'm seeing out at shows or stuff. Or out when I'm out.
You go to bars or anything like that?
Not really, man.
I don't go to bars. I don't go to bars.
If I don't have a comedy show to go to, or I'm not doing a show in general, I'm going to sleep pretty early, man. I'm up at I'm up at 4:40 Monday through Friday. So
4:40, bro. Doing
I gotta
what?
be in bed early. I mean, I hit the gym at 5. I'm there till like 5 till 5.
You're fucking wild, dude.
6:15, depending on the day.
You take Adderall?
Whatever. No, I don't. I smoke a lot of weed though, and I'm just.
I've slowed down on smoking weed.
Huh?
I've slowed down on the weed smoking.
Yeah, I do it probably every day. But I like in terms of podcasting, I don't do it 3 hours up until the podcast. Otherwise, I'll lose words. And like the vlog, I won't do it either because my eyes will look super droopy.
Yeah. People just think I'm high all the time because of my face.
Oh, okay.
I'm not. It's just my face.
Right.
But that's crazy, dude.
Yeah,
You're on your Mark Wahlberg shit? Is that what?
4:40 a.m. Yeah,
That's
bro.
wild. And then what do you do? What do you do for work?
This stuff now, man.
That's
I
pretty
used to
sick.
work for my family business up until my family's company up until May 1st, and now I've just been doing the podcast, vlog, and doing shows. This is what we're doing now. This is the real deal.
Comedy is life, bro.
Yeah, man. I mean,
I'm looking to turn it into crypto.
Yeah. So that I did pretty solid there.
Yeah.
Last for I guess
That's pretty good. I'm actually down on fucking Bitcoin. I'm a joke.
Oh, okay.
I'm a
I
joke.
mean, dude. I mean, if you bought it at anything over 40,000, technically you'll be down right now. And Bitcoin's gonna be 100,000 by the end of the year. So don't trip.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a financial analyst. Do not buy Bitcoin based off me just saying.
Well, I just bought some more.
You did?
No. I should though.
Say.
I probably should. I'm
Yeah, bro,
down. I'm
just
down on
not
an
freaking
option call right
liquid,
now.
as they say.
I'm down on an option call right now, and like I probably should have sold it when it was up
An
big.
option call. That's some deep like.
I shouldn't
finance stuff.
have done it, bro.
What other kind of crypto are you into?
No other crypto. I just have long-term stuff. I'm
like
just sitting on
boring stuff. Okay.
Yeah, like I don't got that much to play with. You know what I mean? I'm still living
That's
at home.
also the thing, like unless you really have like some serious passive income coming in,
Which I don't.
It's tough to be putting money.
I'd rather move out first. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Moving out very valuable. Absolutely. What's the timeline you think for you? I mean,
Couple
your boys
years.
want to move in.
My boys, they're looking for the end of the year.
What's that? Like a December, January?
Like a January 1st, they're looking for. But it's probably going to be a hard no with that. Because I'd rather just I don't even know if I'm going to have a job. I know I'm going to have it work. I don't know if I'm going to have a permanent job in like December, January. I'm hoping, like I get offered a job finally, but we'll see. I'm working in a school right now. Hopefully they like me and they're like, hey, you should stay. My mom works at the school, so hopefully that's a good sign.
But let me ask you this, man. If you get a full-time position there, don't you think it'll impede on your comic life?
No, working in school 8 to 3? No, at all. Not at all. It helps. It's just like gives me material. Gives me time. Like things like the job is like it's strenuous, but it's not like that hard. And also I leave work at work. I'm not a teacher. I'm a para. So like once you're done with the day, you're done with the day.
Well, what does your job kind of look like? I mean, what does your day-to-day look like?
Just like helping kids with like, hey, do your work. Hey, do your work. Oh, like you need help. Like you need to be doing this.
Kind of like a counselor. Would that be the right word?
No, maybe? I'm like an aide. Like do your work, buddy. Like you why aren't you doing your work?
But
like if I help them,
school would like you more than the teacher potentially. What? Kids at school would like you more than the teacher.
For sure,
right?
For sure, yeah. I'm there to help them.
Do they know you're a comic?
No, I can't. Well, I had an incident where I told the teacher, like I was subbing one day and I told someone that I do comedy, showed him a joke that was not appropriate for school.
Oh, man.
And it was about school. It was a pedophilia joke about the school. And they reported me, and I had a big incident going on. But now I'm back.
Now you got to keep them separate.
And now I learned my lesson, dude. I've been learning a lot of lessons in 2021.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, but
dates, lessons, freaking
egos,
Ralph's ices on the beach, bro. I don't know what you're talking about with this ego thing, man.
I know.
You got a clean slate with me, bro.
Right. That's the thing. Like I don't realize that. That's the
like, there you go, man. I'm broadcasting it, bro.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And now I'm gonna listen back and be like, oh, I'm a fucking idiot. I didn't have to say any of that. That's the thing, bro. Like I think out loud too much, but like sometimes that's our jobs.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
But like I think out loud too much. Like the other day, I was at this, like, here's a good example. The other day, this girl who I picked up. What happened was I was going to a bar. My boys didn't have a ID, so we couldn't go to the bar. So the girls I was meeting there, I was like, hey, why don't you come back with us? We'll go chill at Old Man Hustle. And I brought them back, and I parked the car. I go into the deli, right? I picked this chick up who like we had plans to like hang out. She comes back with us. I go into the deli. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get ice cream, which I really was. I go to get ice cream. Didn't get the ice cream because it was too expensive. Or, yeah, that was the reason. I didn't have enough cash. I was like, I don't want to pay a car for this.
No, yeah.
I come out and she's like, "Oh, you think you're slick? I know you went in there for condoms." I'm like, "What? Nah, I didn't. I went in there for ice cream." I was like, "I didn't even know that was the vibe here."
You went in for condoms? One of the more awkward things to ever buy, I think. See, that's also why I haven't gone on dates. I hate buying condoms. Just
condoms,
kidding.
bro. What are those, bro?
Yeah.
What are those, bro?
Literally, bro. Fucking Jared Schwartz, man.
And then the worst was also fucking, again, where I don't have to say things, where I go back to her place and she goes, "You're going to sleep over?" I'm like, "Yeah, I just got to text my mom that I'm sleeping out." I'm like, why would I say that? She's like,
she's like, do it and don't say it.
Yeah,
sure.
Like that's what I don't realize.
Word vomit a little bit.
I do that all the time, bro. Like on here, like I didn't have to mention the ego, but I did. And I'm just like, I gotta slow down. Like I gotta learn these lessons.
Slowing down. Interesting.
Killing the ego, killing the entitlement, bro. It's like easier said than done.
You're also freaking young, bro.
I know.
You're young. Don't even worry about it. Don't trip, bro. I'm freaking young. If I'm young, you're young.
Yeah,
dude.
I appreciate that, dude. This is pretty sick. You got a nice.
I'm happy you like the setup
girls
here.
would probably love to come.
I'm happy you like the M&Ms, man. Reese's Pieces. Hopefully Sour Patch Kids. Or I don't know, dude. Do you?
I'll
like
take the Reese's Pieces. I don't really care for them.
I was actually wondering if people.
I
think have different feelings about Reese's Pieces.
I don't know. You got movie candy, so it really seems like you're trying to set something up here, bro.
Right, I might have to go back to that original topic when I was trying to bang you. So, Jared, what else is out, man? Before we get out of here, you want to give us a joke to freaking clean it up to get out of here?
I'm looking for a joke.
Sure.
Because my friend's moving into a new apartment, so I want to get her. What is it that you hold the hot stuff with? Pot holder.
Yeah.
I want to get her a pot holder, but I want to write a joke on it.
Okay.
Where it's like I want to write a burn and then be like, haha, that was a good burn.
Nice.
Use this so you don't get burned again. Like that's the ending of
the
it.
Idea
but I need the joke.
Sure.
I need the actual joke, and I don't have it yet because she also is pretty sensitive.
Oh yeah, damn.
I don't want to give her a bad burn.
You got to be careful with that. Jared Schwartz, ladies and gentlemen, host of the Mama's Boy comedy show. I guess co-host of Only Fee Hands and. Yep. Freaking young bro from Staten Island, Jared, sir.
Please.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
man.
Ted. Please.
Follow this guy, the kid, Jared.
Check out my
IG.
cartoons.
Check out everything that he's got, cartoons and everything going on. Jared, we'll see you soon, man. Thanks for coming.
Thank you, dude. This was
Peace.
That was great, dude.